Hello, everyone, and welcome to the October 3rd session of the Kubernetes Contributor Summit Planning Meeting. As a general reminder, these calls are recorded and will be posted to YouTube sometime later, and it is official. We are now in crunch time. There's only a few more weeks before KubeCon. Everyone panic. Yeah, I don't know about everyone else, but like my life is pretty much just dedicated to KubeCon at this point. So to kick things off, the jerseys did arrive. I'm very, very pleased with how they all came out. They will be available for full, like, when we're there. The other thing is I know people, some staff members can no longer attend KubeCon. If you happen to be live in the same city as them and wouldn't mind like dropping it off, it'd be good to like make that connection now so we can try and get it to them, because otherwise I think I'm just gonna be toting around the rest till we can meet up at some point again in the future, just because shipping in can be a little bit of a challenge these days. With that, let's go right into CNCF updates.
All right, so I don't have too much today. Big one is Deluxe Flux contract is officially signed. So go ahead, start sharing, let people know it is happening. We have it reserved from 6 to 9 p.m. on October 24th. So that's pretty exciting. Some things to keep in mind, we are able to put together a Spotify playlist that we'll be able to play throughout the evening. So something to do. And then another thing for karaoke, we are allowed to put together a song like request list that we would like them to, have access to for people to choose for karaoke. So kind of the two tasks to have in the back of your mind, a little bit more fun, but yes, those are coming up. Let's see what else.
Do we have to have that list prepared ahead of time, or is there any way we can like plug a laptop in or something?
I can ask on that. I'm not sure if we have to use their equipment or if we can just plug in our own. I'll ask and verify.
Okay.
I also did ask about whether they will have, a screen or anything that we can use. I'm just waiting to hear back from them on that as well.
Cool.
So yeah, any other questions that you have for Deluxe Flux, let me know. Like I said, they're a little on the slower side to get back just because they are part-time. So kind of takes a few days in between. Let's see.
I guess the follow up there is like the PR is merged, updating the details to the website. Caslin, I don't know if you can delegate sending out comms regarding the Deluxe Flux update to anyone else on the comms team.
Probably. What do we need to communicate?
Just that the social location is now finalized, and like the Deluxe Flux info is now posted to the website. I can get that link.
Perfect. We can do that.
Let's see. Sorry if you hear a toddler in the background. I have a sick 1-year-old at home with me today, and he's kind of trying to talk to everybody. So don't mind him. Let's see. The other update, signage has been ordered. So if there are any last minute additions, please let me know as soon as possible. We only have about a week or two left to get our final signage orders in. Same with AV and room setup. That has also been placed. Again, if there are any additions, I believe the cutoff kind of for the on-site AV is this week. So if you have a chance, just go through, double check the sheet, see if there is any edits, updates, changes, and let me know as soon as possible. Otherwise, what is listed there is what has been placed. And that's pretty much everything I have for this week.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
Does anyone have, sorry.
I have one question about the signage. What are we gonna do for the unconference signage? Are we just gonna do sheets of paper?
That's at least more or less what I was thinking.
Okay.
Because we'll be repurposing the other rooms. So just kind of be like paper and schedule and be like, come over here to find out what room this is in or check the website.
Okay. Just asking aloud. Thanks.
Okay. Any other questions, comments regarding well, CNCF updates? Okay. Let's kick it over to content with Jason.
Yes, so we were able to wrap up the CFP with 21 responses. So that last minute push from comms and everybody else who helped raise awareness there definitely bumped up our numbers a little bit. I think we were at 13 before that push. So that's great. I'm going to be meeting with all of the shadows, or as many of the shadows as I can this week, so that we can basically distill the responses that we got back down into various different content tracks and that sort of thing. And that'll feed in any last minute AV requests that we have there based on, you know, if there's anything new curveball wise that came in through those requests. Other than that, once we have a handle on the rough breakdown of the talks that we came in as far as like tracks, we'll do some proactive reach out. I know Tim Hawkin was talking in the Contrib Summit channel about wanting to try to do something more interactive with some of the subject matter experts. So going to try to see if we can distill down some of his ideas into some that would be workable, both schedule wise and room wise. And then also reaching out proactively to the other SIGs, working groups, projects and whatnot to kind of fill in gaps if there's anything that matches up with the request for content that we can kind of fill out the content track with. So we're going to be busy coming up these next couple of weeks as we kind of rush to kind of finalize this.
If you know, on the proactive reach out for some of the stuff that people are interested in, you know, we can punt a lot of that probably to unconference.
Yeah.
So
for sure. I was just thinking if we have enough stuff to like start to fill out a track, but not fully
host,
you know, do a whole track, then it would make sense to do that rather than this room is associated with this track up until this time. And then it's unconference from then on. And I wanted to try to get into like jumping around like that with the unconference.
Cool. Does anyone have any questions, comments for content at this point? Okay, then we will pop over to Comms with Caslin.
Welcome back to Comms with Caslin. I'm going to do a re-record of that opening. So I'm glad to hear that the CFP comms push helped a bit. It seems like still kind of low, but maybe next time we'll do some more on that. I'll have to think about that. Speaking of which, maybe we need to think about retro plans for this. I don't know if we usually do a retro. Yeah, cool. Anyway, the active items that we're working on for comms, of course, Reg, still something that we'll be pushing. Awards, Ray mentioned last week that he wanted to get the blog going and also get some tweets planned. We also have a sheet for during KubeCon tweet planning. So the comms team does this for each KubeCon. We have been since like 2020. We set up a spreadsheet where we list out all of the tweets that we think will need to go out during the conference, as well as when they'll need to go out. So we've made a call for help on that on the SIG Contribex channel. We've got a few folks joining in to help on that. probably tweet about it as well to get some more help if you're interested in helping. It's a relatively light lift. You just have to take a look at the sheet and add in any tweets that you want to share. I'm sure nobody in this group needs extra work. But if you know anyone who is a newer contributor and wants to get involved with the community, this is a great way for them to help out. There are a few tweets about contributor summit stuff in there. There might be some missing because I often kind of split my brain on those two pieces. So we might want to add them into this document as well. And those are the things that we currently have going: Reg, awards, and during KubeCon tweet planning. Are there any other items that need active comms right now?
I guess the only thing would be the, reminder notification to KDev with the update that the social location has been locked in.
Right. It's a good thing I should add to active. I pinged it in our shadow group. So we should get that going. Any other comms about the celebration? Just start doing the promo for it, maybe?
I think it's mostly just like with each email that goes up to KDev, we get the bump in registration. So it's just like, hey, update social location locked in. Here is the link with information. Don't forget to register. Registration closes.
Perfect.
I forget what day, but it closes soon.
Yep. Sounds good. So I can do a reminder email focusing on the venue finalization for the celebration.
Yep.
I'll mention that in our channel as well. If there's anything else, do let us know.
I forgot to unmute. Any questions, comments for comms? Okay, we will pop over to Reg. Arno, are you doing this one?
Yep, I think everyone in my team is out. I don't think there's a specific update. We're still reviewing Bragg, so basically still things still going for the moment. Do we have a deadline for the registration? Because I feel like we need to put a deadline for Bragg at some point and basically say to the rest of the people that in pending a wait list, everything.
Registration is set up to end at 5 p.m. Pacific time on October 20th. So anybody is still able to register up until that time, but on the 20th is the last day.
Okay.
Sorry, my house is literally like a zoo right now.
No worries.
That's all for me.
Cool, thank you. And after we'll probably get another small bump with the other comms going out, and then again with the once we get the preliminary schedule out. Also, yes, right now, the reason why you can't hear a lot of background noise for me is because I have a very, very directional microphone. Otherwise, you'd be hearing various other random pet noises in the background. There's currently someone's dropping off a package. My dog's going nuts. Okay, with that, let's go over to awards with Ray.
Hey folks, I'm working on the awards deck that will be used at the contributor summits. But halfway done with that. I'm also working some new artwork for that, playing around with Adobe Dimension. So trying to 3D the Kubernetes logo, make it gold, make it spin around. So we'll see. No promises on that. Other than that, next step, so that the Words deck is in progress. That should be done by end of today, and then I'll send out to Mars and Joseph for their inputs and for some changes as well. As for MCs for the awards, I was thinking it was gonna be Joseph, Mars, and myself if there was, just so that's yeah, I know Mars Joseph will probably take over for the next contributor summit for the award. So I think it's good to get that experience in there. Next up is drafting the tweets and the blog posts for KDev. For Kubernetes.dev for the blog website, for the contributor sites blogs website. So that's pretty much it. Then probably go review with Joseph and Mars on the deck, the tweets, and the blog, and that's it for me. And any comments or questions?
I'll reach out to my shadows and make sure that they're helping you with that.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. Thank you, Ray. I don't see Xander on the line. Anyone else from the celebration team on the line? Okay. We'll pop over to Ops.
The only change we have this week is since we have lost one of the Ops shadows and another one will not be able to make it in person. Depending on the width of the schedule, we may need additional people to step in as room monitors. I think we're at 5 right now for people, so it depends on how wide the tracks are going to be. Jason, can you include me in the conversations when you do the track breakdown?
Absolutely.
Cool. That's all we got for Ops.
Yeah, I can also I can't speak for everyone. It's like I also have no problem filling in where needed. I know that's the case for a lot of other people on the call too. So if there does appear to be a shortage, there's a good pool of people to potentially pull from.
And I figure it won't be a problem based on oh, you're going to be in the following talk anyway, so
yeah. Okay. Anything for Ops? Okay. I am going to stop recording for now, but please stay on the line.